Many Americans arrive in Canada and feel an immediate sense of relief. Streets feel orderly, voices stay lower, and daily movement feels controlled. The environment reduces tension fast. You notice fewer arguments, fewer confrontations, and fewer moments that demand alertness. At first, this calm feels like progress. Life finally slows enough for breathing space. Walking at night feels easier. Public systems feel predictable. Neighbors respect boundaries. Nothing feels threatening. But as days turn into weeks, a quiet emotional shift begins. Nothing goes wrong, yet something feels absent. Conversations stay brief. Small interactions rarely grow deeper. Social warmth feels muted. You realize safety fills the environment, but connection does not arrive automatically. The calm that once felt comforting starts to feel empty. You feel secure in public spaces, yet disconnected within them. This contrast confuses many Americans. They expect peace to bring closeness, yet the opposite appears. Safety settles first. Loneliness follows quietly, without warning, without conflict, without drama. Safety in Canada shows through routine behavior rather than visible force. People follow rules naturally. Traffic flows without aggression. Public transport stays orderly. Noise levels remain controlled. These patterns remove constant stress from daily life. Americans used to faster and louder environments often feel their nervous system relax quickly. You stop scanning rooms. You stop preparing for conflict. That internal pressure fades. But safety reshapes social behavior as well. People limit unnecessary interaction. They respect personal distance. They avoid intrusion. Silence becomes acceptable. Predictability replaces spontaneity. This structure protects everyone equally, yet it also reduces casual engagement. No one interrupts, no one pushes conversation forward, no one crosses lines. What keeps people safe also keeps them separate. Over time, you notice fewer shared moments with strangers. Public spaces feel calm but emotionally neutral. You remain comfortable physically while emotional connection stays distant. Safety surrounds daily life, yet warmth requires deliberate effort. Many Americans misread Canadian personal space as emotional coldness. In reality, distance signals respect. People avoid asking personal questions early. They wait before sharing opinions. They observe more than they speak. This behavior prevents awkwardness and protects privacy. Nobody pressures conversation. Nobody demands openness. For Canadians, this feels considerate. For Americans, this feels isolating. You expect friendliness to show through quick engagement, casual jokes, or spontaneous talk. Those signals rarely appear early. Silence fills space instead. People assume comfort within quiet presence. They trust time to build familiarity. Without understanding this difference, Americans feel ignored even while being respected. The environment does not reject connection. The culture delays it. Emotional warmth exists beneath the surface, but patience becomes necessary. Until shared routine builds trust, restraint defines interaction. That restraint feels heavy for those accustomed to faster emotional exchange. Friendships in Canada develop through steady presence rather than sudden connection. People rely on routine to measure trust. Repeated encounters at work, on the same commute, or within the same neighborhood slowly establish familiarity. Early interactions remain polite and limited. Conversations stay surface level for longer periods. Invitations arrive later, after patterns form. Americans who expect fast rapport often feel invisible during this stage. You share space without sharing stories. You attend group settings where people stand apart and speak less. Silence fills gaps without urgency to resolve it. This behavior protects emotional boundaries. People prefer certainty before closeness. Social circles stay compact by design, not exclusion. The result feels isolating for newcomers. You feel surrounded yet separate. Politeness replaces warmth. Over time, trust grows through reliability rather than charm. Once connection forms, loyalty runs deep and lasts longer. Until then, the waiting period challenges emotional comfort. Understanding this rhythm prevents frustration and reframes distance as caution rather than rejection. The emotional gap many Americans feel in Canada develops quietly. Safety removes daily stressors, but it also reduces spontaneous interaction. Fewer interruptions happen. Fewer casual conversations unfold. People mind their business carefully. Over time, this creates emotional stillness. You feel calm, but you also feel unseen. There are fewer moments where strangers acknowledge your presence beyond politeness. Compliments feel rare. Curiosity about your life feels limited. This does not come from lack of care. It comes from a shared belief that personal life should remain private. Americans often rely on small social signals for emotional reassurance. When those signals disappear, loneliness grows even in peaceful environments. You may feel confused by this contradiction. Life feels stable and orderly, yet emotionally thin. Many Americans struggle here because they expected safety to bring comfort. Instead, it brings quiet. Emotional needs remain, but the culture asks you to manage them independently. This gap is where loneliness takes root, not through rejection, but through absence of engagement. Adjustment in Canada requires reframing expectations rather than changing personality. Feeling lonely does not mean failure. It means learning a different social rhythm. Connection here develops through time and consistency. Showing up matters more than standing out. Repeated presence builds trust slowly. Over time, familiar faces become dependable connections. Once trust forms, relationships feel solid and reliable. Canadians value stability over intensity. Emotional expression appears later after confidence grows. Americans who adapt often notice a shift. Anxiety lowers. Social pressure reduces. You stop forcing connection and allow it to develop naturally. This adjustment period feels uncomfortable but necessary. Those who rush emotional closeness often feel resistance. Those who wait experience deeper bonds later. Understanding this pattern transforms frustration into patience. Loneliness during early stages signals transition, not rejection. The trade-off between safety and loneliness forces reflection. Canada offers calm, predictability, and physical security. America offers openness, energy, and fast connection. Neither environment fulfills every emotional need. Each supports different values. Some people prioritize peace over stimulation. Others need social warmth to feel alive. Canada, calm, predictability, physical security. America, openness, energy, fast connection. Emotional need, values, peace, stimulation, social warmth. Recognizing this trade-off helps Americans decide what they value most. Safety protects the body. Connection nourishes the mind. Both matter. Canada does not remove connection. It changes how it forms. Once expectations align, life feels quieter, steadier, and more grounded. For some, this balance feels freeing. For others, it feels limiting. Understanding the difference allows informed choice rather than silent frustration.